This month started out slow, but I'm ending full speed ahead. I finished this project with time to spare, which is always awesome. And I decided to switch things up a little bit and come to you from my front yard. It is a beautiful, beautiful day outside, and I might have overestimated the long sleeve black shirt, so I'm probably going to change as soon as I finish this. But it is just beautiful out here. There's a slight breeze, too many wasps for my liking. But this is their home. My home's inside. This project was really easy. I knocked it out in an evening. It took me about 6.5 hours, but that included a couple little breaks going outside and having some dinner and waiting for my mom to answer her phone so I could ask her a couple questions. But overall, it was probably one of the easiest projects I've done so far, and probably one of my favorites. I love how the shorts that I made turned out. It was incredibly easy, mostly because I had a pattern. I had to go to Office Max to print it out because it was on a ginormous piece of paper, because it's to scale. And that cost me $4.15, something like that. Nothing major. So once I finally had that, I was able to come home and then cut the pattern out of the paper and then put the pattern on the fabric and cut that out. Since you have the fabric folded over, you're cutting out 2 at a time. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Once you have those out, lay them together, and then you just start sewing. The fabric I got was from Joann's, as per usual, and I love it. I love the pattern of it. It's such a great color for spring, but it can also be worn transitionally into fall with some tights under it because it has black in it, which I think makes things easier to transition into the colder months, even if it does have lots of reds and pinks. The fabric is, I believe it's cotton with about 2 to 3% stretch, which is probably also which also makes it the fabric that I like most so far, because it's comfortable. You can make it form-fitting, but it's not spandexy tight, but it also has some give to it so that you can kind of, on your days where you're not feeling as skinny as you usually do, you don't have to worry about this hugging you in all the wrong places. It also means that they're very comfortable. These shorts are so comfortable because they're tight enough to stay up, but they're not digging in. There wasn't a lot of little detail work that needed to be done. There are some darts in the back that help with not awkward puckering around the bottom, and also it makes it easier to take the shorts in so they're more form-fitting around you. I did put a zipper in. I was glad I learned earlier this month how to put in a zipper, because I was able to knock that out in no time at all, know exactly what to do and how to do it. I did mess up just a little bit, but that was when trying it on and making sure everything was fitting right before doing final sewings. I couldn't get the shorts on without unzipping it, but I had to open up the zipper pocket, or not the zipper pocket, but the zipper seam, so that I could use the zipper so I could get into the shorts, which meant sewing, once we cut the zipper and we're sure of the length of it, cutting, and there was just a little tiny, only if you press a hole, that you can't really sew with the zipper already in there just because of the awkward spacing and layout of it. But it was nothing major, and I figured it out. Nobody will notice unless they're inspecting my backside, which hopefully they're not doing, because that would just be really weird. That would be really weird. I did have almost a really, really bad experience with this project. I almost a finger casualty. I had put the pattern cutouts onto the fabric, and was pinning the cutouts to the fabric so that I could cut without it moving, as you do while you're sewing. And I pinned the top, and I was straightening out, flattening the fabric to make sure that there were no bunches when I pinned the bottom. And I slid my hand up, and it went straight around a needle. Around meaning I am pretty sure 360 degrees around that needle was the inside of my finger. It hurt. Man, that hurt. It's a different kind of hurt from, you're constantly, when you're sewing, you're constantly getting pinched, poked, scratched by needles, and you're kind of used to it, but you are never used to it when you stab yourself with a needle. Boy, did that hurt. But one thing on these shorts that I nor my mom, but really I should say my mom didn't know how to fix, so then I didn't know how to fix it. There's a little bit of bunching right where the thighs and the crotch are, so when you're walking it kind of bunches a little bit right there. But I think that's pretty normal, and I think with this fabric and this pattern being so, not loud, but just so bold, it won't be that obvious. So I'm not that concerned about it, and much like the zipper in the back, if somebody's examining my crotch that close, they're gonna get punched in the face, or kneed in the face, one of the two. Either way, it's weird. It's weird. I cannot wait to wear them all the time.
Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly.
Next month's project is looking like it's going to be really fun. Also, it's something unique and something different. It's not just a skirt. It's fun and it's youthful and it's fresh. I've never seen it anywhere except on this pattern that I found, and I'm really excited to make it. I already have the fabric picked out. Initially it was supposed to be this month's project, but the fabric that I really want for it isn't available until early May, so I have it marked on my calendar to go order the fabric the day it's available so it can be here and I can start the project so I don't run behind. Maybe even I'll run ahead a little bit since grad school starts in September. So it's gonna be great, and I can't wait to wear not only what I make next month, but the shorts that I made this month and am currently wearing all summer, because they're so comfortable. I know I've said it about 13 times, but they are so comfortable.
Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly.